Are you service to self or service to others? Hey, it's Lenny Wennerstrom, and we're going to talk about service. Service to self or service to others. I hope you're having an amazing day wherever you are. Today is October 29th, day 303. 303, we've tipped over to the 300s of the year. 63 days left, 82.79% complete with 2024. So what am I doing? I am here to help you to find your purpose. One of the tools I use is Dr. Shad Helmstetter's book, 365 Days of Positive Self-Talk for Finding Your Purpose. You know, the way I find my purpose is I put something like a pointy little thing on my head, and then I think about it. And then see that pointy thing on my head? That's a tool. I'm just kidding. That's an umbrella in the back. It looks, I just saw it. It's like on my little pointy head. Maybe you don't get that joke. It's okay. Okay, so let's talk about service. There it is. Doo-doo-doo. That's funny. Isn't that gorgeous? It looks like a postcard behind me. It's so pretty. The sun's going down the sunset. So October 29th. It is October 29th. Okay, today again, I think about the importance of living a life of service to others. This is your passage for today. The more I think about what I can do, the more I make service to others an important part of my life. We are talking about purpose. Wait, before we go into my big, deep thinking about this, let's turn this around. Today, again, you think about the importance of living a life of service to others. The more you think about what you can do, the more you make service to others an important part of your life. So back to your purpose and service to others. Most of us, in fact, anyone who is consistently here on this channel listening and wanting to find their purpose or hone their purpose or activating their purpose or really moving into the what I teach, practical spirituality, the spiritual journey, and the human experience, and trying to mix all of those so that you can live a life of peace and prosperity and change through changing your programs, at least through the human experience, by changing your mental programs. And when you change your mental programs, the way to do that, those programs are, our brains are just like a computer, and it's just recording. It doesn't stick unless, like, it does not become a program or get wired in unless it's repeated. And if it's repeated with enough emotion, with a lot of emotion, no matter whether it's negative or positive, like getting into a car accident or something, and it's traumatic to you, you'll always remember. You might even remember like it was like slow motion. Lynette and I, when she was little, the first time we'd gone to Denver, we came from Albuquerque, and I was on the freeway, and I just spun, and I was like, and the song Jesus Take the Wheel was not around yet, but that's exactly, it was like, I'm going to take care of Lynette. And I could see myself, and we're spinning and on the freeway, and we're spinning, and we missed cars, and then we went poof into a snowbank. It was like slow motion. I saw the whole thing. I will always remember that. It was indelibly etched in my mind because I had my little daughter with me. I had not driven in snow like that, and I lost control, and it was like, there is nothing I can do except take care of her the best I can. And I remember the spin going through a car. Another car missed us over here, and then poof, into the snowbank on the right side of the road. Well, Jesus did take the wheel or something like that. So anyway, these are the things with the self-talk. Like, this is neuroplasticity. When it's repeat, and especially like something, or even like something like that, it is indelibly, it's etched in your mind. You will always remember that. And because your mind is like, we're not going to do that again. So your amygdala is like, you want to survive, right? And that's, your brain is there to help you. It's there to help you survive. It's also there to help you as a computer with the right programs, the programs that you program into it, or what is programmed from the very beginning. You were born with unlimited promise and potential. You absolutely were. And then you were programmed by parents, by television, by videos that you watch, by TV, by teachers, by whoever, whatever. You watch it, and it gets wired into your brain. So I'm telling you that this is so, so key to when you're looking for your purpose. You start, if you the programs that you want of self-esteem and starting and not comparing yourself to others and moving yourself forward, and more importantly, service to others. Like, what is it that you want to do with your purpose? Like, what do you want to do with your life? Your purpose, look at it as your mission here on planet Earth. Why did you come here? Why this time? Why this place, this space? Why are you here? Aren't you from the roaring 20s or from the 1600s or from another planet? Like right now, maybe you were, but maybe you were all of that. But why are you here right now? What is your purpose? Why are you here? What are you here to learn, to do? And I can almost guarantee you, if you are watching this channel, that you are here to serve others. Like, serving others feels good to you. It gives you energy. It makes you smile. You receive. By giving, you receive. And so that is really, really beautiful. So I'm going to read it again. Today, again, I think about the importance of living a life of service to others. The more I think about what I can do, the more I make service to others an important part of my life. Did I spin it around? Today, again, you think about the importance of living a life of service to others. The more you think about what you can do, the more you make service to others an important part of your life. And the more we give, the more we receive. So this is really, really, it really is almost like it's a give and take, truly a give and take. You give and you receive, and it's almost tenfold depending on what you're giving. Unless you're giving because you want to get something, like you have you have an agenda other than wanting to serve or give or whatever. But I'm talking about, you give of yourself. You pick somebody up from the side of the road, their car's broken down, and you help them fix a flat tire, or give them a ride, or go get them some gas, or wait with them until somebody gets there to help them. How good does that feel? It feels so good. All those little things. It's amazing when you do those kinds of things. I know, because I do these kinds of things, and it's very, very rewarding. So we were talking about service to others and your purpose. And was I going to give you let me give you an update on Steve. So Steve is doing really well. He was very, very swollen when I gave my little tribute to him a couple of nights ago, and he is now the swelling is going down. The kidney function, we have no idea, because he's under hospice, and so there's really no life saving. It's just comfort. And although he did have, from when he left the hospital, he had some. They were making sure he didn't have any infections, so they gave him some antibiotics to help make him, keep him comfortable. Yet he's, I've got the homeopathic remedies going, and one of them really seems to be moving the fluid through his body so that he's not using as much of the diuretics. Those diuretics are what I just recently found out is their patented salt. Salt helps you to move fluid through the body, and so anyway, it's really interesting. It's really interesting when you're moving through the Western medicine model and the pharmaceutical world. So I'm doing things much more naturally. That's one of the things that, as I've shared before, I coined myself many, many years ago. I was a health coach, and I coined myself the unconventional health coach. And the biggest thing was the now I forgot it last time because I haven't used it for so long. The common sense health expert, because it was like everyone should know all about this stuff. But I was delving more and more into. It's when I wrote my book. It was that common sense, that the ability, the seven. My book was the 7 simple steps to a crazy, awesome, healthy you, and it's all about hydration and breathing and sleeping, and I mean the basics of the body. I didn't do anything about detoxifying because I didn't want to get it like crazy when I did. This was 2013, actually published 2014. So published on Kindle. So So this is, or self-published in 13, and then I put it on Kindle. So, but these things were just like being, just coming from a place of hydrating, and these things are just things that I always felt were so common sense, but it seemed like so many people just didn't understand common sense. Common sense just wasn't so common about health, some basic things in health. And it's true, like it's true about with all the chemicals and all the things that we eat and put in our bodies, and the just EMFs, and I mean all kinds of stuff, but not to get into that. But the point of that is, with Steve, we're really trying to keep everything clean, meaning the food that he eats, the products that we use on him. We're not doing exactly perfectly on that because we're kind of in a we're having to change the briefs, and I mean do all this kind of stuff. So we're just doing the very best we can, and it's just a whole different world when you're, but this hospice thing. So what I was saying is his, he, this, the biggest part of everything besides, talking kidney failure and then the congestive heart failure. Again, these are diagnoses. They're not things I believe in. It's, if with homeopathy, if you're using certain protocols, you want a Western medicine protocol so that the actual remedies, the homeopathic remedies to use for that. But this is, so he seems to be really responding, and his being home, his since Saturday, and today is Tuesday, the what do you call it, the delirium. The delirium seems to be lifting. He helped Lynette again today with some business, and he's starting to learn, like remember things, and starting to help, and starting in his own way as much as he can with his own health. And he got a shower today, and he was happy, and he heard the wind blowing outside. He says, "Is that the wind?" He's been asking about, is it going to snow? And things that he would have never ever even said anything about, because he was just so in this, like a prisoner type thing, and just delirious about everything. It's like just strange things. And I hope you never experience that. It's not a fun experience. I can't imagine for them, and definitely not for those of us who see rationally on planet Earth what's logical. All of a sudden it's not logical at all. It's like we all see one thing, and he's over here doing something else, or saying something else, or we're trying to do something good for him, and he's just with the death grip clutching so we can't move him or do something. It's like, we're trying to help you here, and he gets even more. It's very interesting. So, but that has lessened, and today it was a really good day. Last night, my brother came, Tony, and he's my youngest, our youngest. There's 7 of us, and he's my youngest, our youngest brother. He's the baby, and he came, and he's been on these videos before. He went to Amarillo, and he's helped us immensely during this. And he and his wife came, and they came at, like, right after midnight, so closer to 1 in the morning, about 12:30 night before last. And Steve was just waking up, and he was like, he hadn't said not even one word to Lynette and I since Saturday. He would mumble and groan, and we were just like, man, I think this is it. When I did my video, it's like, oh, it was just like so hard, and my tribute to him, because I was just so sad. And then my brother came, and he said, "Hi, Tone." He calls him Tone, and we were like, "What?" And he was talking to Lynette before that. So and I had gone down to meet them. She's like, "Mommy, I need your help to change him and do some other things." And she said, he's waking up, he's saying things. And then the first thing I heard was when my brother went in. He said, "Hey, Tone." And I was like, wow. And so he's continually moving through the delirium, and it's so nice to see. So we're really trying to do things that don't tax his kidneys, and feed his heart through the self-talk, through the meditation. He's doing his self-talk and meditation. I'm talking about the self-talk language, which is always by Dr. Shad Helmstetter, always in the description. You can get 30 days free. And so he's doing very, very well. And we, of course, don't know what the future will be, which is absolutely, I mean, our higher selves do, but we don't here on planet Earth in this earthly form. And so we just go for the adventure and we flow. I'm always showing you, this is how you excel in times of change. You flow through it. You say yes. That's one of the things that I'll share with you in another video, but saying yes to this, because one of my mentors, she put that in one of her things, and I was like, I had the Master Key System. It's one of the things that is one of the books that really helped me immensely. And she was talking about saying yes to things, and that has helped me immensely. And I was like, that's exactly it. You say yes, and then you move forward, because if you push against, like, no, I don't want this, this is so horrible and all of this, what you resist persists, and you create an energy and you make it stronger and stronger and stronger. So focus on what you want, not what you don't want. So you don't want to resist, because then you make that energy stronger. And this is all proven in quantum physics, and it's this self-talk. This is why you want to really learn, change, rewire your brain to where you're saying things that are really uplifting and strong and very specific to your brain, telling your brain, this is how I'm doing it. This is how I want you to serve me. This is what you do. You, every single day, I wake up and I read my goals, and every single night before I go to sleep, I read my goals again. Specific. You're not lying. You're training your brain. You're telling your brain, even if you're not doing that right now, you're telling your brain, this is how I want it done. This is how you're going to do. You're going to help me. And then you repeat it. And these are the kinds of phrases like what I read to you out of here, Dr. Shad Helmstetter's book. These are all self-talk phrases that are very, very specific. Even if they're not true right now, you're not lying about it. You're training your brain. You're definitely saying, I'm a non-smoker, even though you're over here, puff. I'm a non-smoker. And you keep saying, I'm a non-smoker. And one day you will be a non-smoker. You're telling your brain, I don't smoke. And you change the chemistry within your brain, the neurochemistry. It's really powerful. So, and then you work towards not smoking. You create habits around there that so you don't smoke. But this, this really comes to me. This passage for today really is so beautiful for me, because, oh, what time is it? I have a client. Kia ora, son. I gotta hurry. I have a client in just
24.
Oh, in a little over half an hour. Okay, so today, again, I think about the importance of living a life of service to others. The more I think about what I can do, the more I make service to others an important part of my life. Service to others. This is part of my purpose, is service to others. And in serving you in coaching, I would love, it would be an honor and a privilege to coach you, to help you, to show you how you too can excel in times of change, to help you to change your mental programs, to change your self-talk from negative to positive, so that you can change your life and you can find success in every single area of your life. Every single area of your life. That is a promise. If you start listening to the self-talk app, which is always the language of self-talk that Dr. Shad Helmstetter created, that positive self-talk, always in this description, you can get 30 days free. I won't even coach anyone who is not listening to that. And I'll tell you why. And I've told you this before, when I was a health coach, people were not, what I was saying is common sense is not so common. It wasn't. And people really, well, I was going to hydrate, but I didn't, and I got busy, and excuses, programs. Excuses, yes, based on programs. And so the stronger programs are winning. It's like, you don't hydrate. The brain's like, you don't hydrate. Go, have a soda. Do this, do that. That's what you always do. Here, you're going to do it. It's like, it's all this, over 90 to 95% of those subconscious programs, they're harmful, or they hold you back, and they really are counterproductive, as are the 77 or more of the conscious thoughts that you have every single day. So there's a lot working against us when if we don't understand and are not aware that we get to change our own programming in our brains. And this is what I help you do. And that is neuroplasticity that I'm talking about. So as your life coach, I will help you to change your programs, and I will help you. If you want to be in service to others, we will find out exactly where it is where you want to serve, how you want to serve, whether you're wanting to build a business or getting better. Like through listening to the self-talk, you'll understand where you want to go. And this is just something that I'll teach you some key concepts that successful people that they practice. Not all of them. If I were working with you for a year, 52 weeks, then you would have 52 of them, depending on how long you want to work with me. But I'm telling you, these key concepts, they are going to, like, determination is one. Like, I am a very determined person. That is a program. I love that program. I'm not going to change it. And one of the things where I wasn't very in things, some of the things that I did is I was not consistent. How many of us are not consistent? That's a program. I'm not consistent. That's a program. You got to be very specific and say, I'm very consistent when I do this, or I'm very consistent when I do my videos. Like every day I do my video, and and you always get like, and I catch up, and when I don't get it done on time, I get it done the very next opportunity that I have. Like it's very specific of what you're telling your brain. So I would love to coach you. And all you need to do, if you would like to have me as your life coach to guide you, then you just email me at linny@linnymotivates.com. I am taking new clients on, and and I mentioned this before, but I'm even going to start doing group coaching. So I'll probably start that, I don't know, maybe next month. I was going to start it before, but with Steve's help, it's been a balancing act of what I'm going to be doing, what I'm able to do, and when I'm able to do it. And I feel a lot more. I've been able to keep the clients, grow my business that I had, and continue to grow my business. And I'd like to add a few more clients and some group coaching to just even all of that out. So if you're interested, please email me, linny@linnymotivates.com with the word winner, and I will get the information to you. I love you so very, very much. Oh, you can do this. I believe in you. You can find your purpose. You can do, be, change, have, create absolutely anything. You were born with unlimited promise and potential, and then you got programmed, and you can rewire that brain. I love you so, so very mucho. Yes, I do, as always, shining my light to brighten yours. See you tomorrow. Ciao.